This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning to you. We hope you had a wonderful weekend and you're ready to go in this brand new work week. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. It is a chilly start to your Monday, November 9th.
And now at 6:30, we have breaking news out of Wolfe County, where a shooting investigation has led schools to be canceled there today.
The case against 4 people connected to the death of a Richmond police officer moves forward today.
And a heads up for drivers in and around Lexington. Changes are coming to a new and very busy intersection.
We have a lot of moisture moving northbound in our far southern zone, seeing that creep on in at this moment. So it's going to be a way go at it if you're south of Cumberland Parkway and also seeing there how Rogers Parkway. So showers south this morning for your early morning commute. Lunchtime, yeah, showers are likely for just about everybody, and it really just continues to be widespread throughout your afternoon too. I'll show you a severe weather update that comes midweek. I'll have that in just a few minutes.
All right, let's get right to the news. WKYT tracking a breaking news alert this morning. If you're just joining us, Wolfe County schools are closed today as state police are investigating an overnight shooting.
State police have yet to confirm details, but we did speak to one person who said their relative was shot and killed on Hoscat Lane near Coomer Ridge Campground. Again, no school in Wolfe County today. Teachers also being asked to stay home as well. Well, the case against 4 people connected to a deadly shooting of a Richmond police officer moves forward today.
All 4 suspects, including the man accused of killing Officer Daniel Ellis, will face a judge first thing this morning in Richmond. WKYT's Mike Byer is going to be in court today. He's live for us now outside the Justice Hall there in Richmond to tell us what we can expect. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, Bill and Rebecca. I'm standing in front of the Madison County Courthouse, where first thing this morning, 34-year-old Raleigh Sizemore will face a judge after police say he shot and killed Richmond police officer Daniel Ellis. Sizemore is being charged with murder. He also faces 2 counts of attempted murder of a police officer, first-degree unlawful imprisonment, and possession of a handgun by a convicted felon. 3 others charged in the case will be in court this morning as well, beginning with Gregory Ratliff, who is charged with complicity to attempted murder of a police officer. State police say he allowed Officer Daniel Ellis and another officer to search his apartment, but did not disclose that anyone else was inside. As for the 2 other suspects, Rita Creech and Carl Banks, authorities say they are being charged with robbery for their role in attempted robbery that was part of Ellis's original investigation. As I mentioned earlier, all 4 suspects will be arraigned in just a few hours right here at the Madison County Courthouse in what will kick off a very difficult and sad week as the close-knit community says goodbye to a hero. In Richmond, Mike Byer, WKYT.
Mike, we appreciate it. And people in Richmond and across the Commonwealth are finding ways to honor Officer Ellis. Dozens turned out for a vigil last night at the Kentucky Law Enforcement Memorial in Richmond. It was a mixture of first responders and EKU students. Officer Ellis was in a fraternity while he was a student at EKU.
Officer Ellis was Greek care at EKU, and his wife was as well. And one of our alumni is a first responder, and she worked with Officer Ellis. So we really just wanted to do something to be able to honor him and his sacrifice that he made, and his wife and his family.
It really does make a difference, for the community of law enforcement as we're going through this difficult time.
Visitation for Officer Ellis begins tomorrow at 2 o'clock at Alumni Coliseum on the Eastern Kentucky University campus in Richmond, and his funeral will be there Wednesday morning at 11. Now, because of the funeral, EKU is canceling most of its classes on Wednesday, and all Madison County schools, including the Model Lab at EKU, will be closed on Wednesday as well. We have those details and complete coverage on WKYT.com.
A 15-year-old killed in a car crash will be buried today in Powell County. Jaron Reed died Friday when the truck he was in crashed on Old Highway 15. His friends are making and selling T-shirts in Reed's honor to help raise money for his family. They're also planning a fundraiser for tomorrow night in Clay City. Reed's visitation and funeral this morning at 11 at Davis & Davis Funeral Home in Stanton. A woman was killed in a 3-truck crash in Pulaski County. Police say a GMC pulled into the path of a Chevy pickup near Kentucky 80. That Chevy then hit a 3rd truck, killing 50-year-old Robin Heath. Another person was flown to UK hospital. A 3rd victim was taken to a local hospital as well.
A Kentucky police station has been the scene of a crime over the weekend. Police say someone stole guns, drugs, and $30,000 in cash from evidence lockers at the Simpsonville Police Department in Shelby County. No arrests have been made at this point. Police say there is surveillance video, though, of what went on there at the police department.
New this morning, crews on the scene of a house fire in Montgomery County. The scene is on Forest Lake Drive in the Jeffersonville community. Crews have been there for a few hours now. There are no reports of injuries. This is a live look at the scene. You can see a lot of smoke still coming from that home. Our crew on scene working to gather more details about exactly what happened. Well, one of two people shot outside a Lexington strip club has died. Police say someone shot 30-year-old William Thornton in the head Friday morning outside Camelot East on Richmond Road. Thornton died Sunday morning at UK Hospital. Another man was shot in the chest. His name and condition haven't been released. No arrests were made, and police are not saying if they have any suspects.
New on WKYT this morning, after copper wiring was stripped from dozens of streetlights along the Mountain Parkway, police have now made an arrest. Brian Bentley is charged with theft and criminal mischief. The Winchester Sun reports that working on a tip, police found burned copper wiring and wire cutters in a pickup at Bentley's home. Two people are in jail this morning after leading police on a high-speed chase through 10 Kentucky counties. The chase started in Franklin County. It went down I-64 into Greenup County, where police say the driver eventually crashed. Christopher Lavelle and his passenger, Julia Essman, were both arrested. Police say a county deputy first tried to pull over Lavelle there in Franklin County for reckless driving.
The military says about 500 soldiers from the 101st Airborne Headquarters at Fort Campbell are deploying to the Middle East. The soldiers from the Kentucky base will help support military actions against the Islamic State group. The Post says that the soldiers will leave early next year for a 9-month rotation in Iraq and Kuwait. Well, a new traffic signal at a busy Lexington intersection will be put into action today. State transportation crews will activate the signal at Citation Boulevard and Greendale at 10 this morning. The intersection opened up in September. The light installation follows many crashes that have occurred at that intersection. Well, a Kentucky artist has opened up a shop that puts a little bit of a new twist on coffee.
Now, Kentucky twist, distinctly. Tony Davis owns Kentucky Nose Studios in Lexington's Distillery District, where he makes art from bourbon barrels. But recently, he started aging coffee beans in those barrels. Despite the aging process, the coffee is non-alcoholic. Davis has several different flavors of coffee for sale, including bourbon, caramel bourbon, and for a limited time only, there is bourbon pumpkin spice as well.
We want to offer a different experience so that people in our community can bring their kids here. You don't have to be 21 to come here.
Davis currently has 13 barrels filled with coffee beans that are in the middle of the aging process. We'll see how that goes for him. It should be a distinct flavor. Yeah.
Sounds good. Let's check to see how traffic is moving right now.
Up and at it this morning, Officer Dodd with a check on live drive traffic at 6:38. Good morning, Dodd.
Well, good morning. There are no wrecks. Just got a report of maybe some debris in the roadway at New Circle and Tate's Creek. It's on the exit ramp there at the top of the exit ramp from New Circle to Tate's Creek. Quick look outside to show you the drive times this morning, or at least your flow. It looks like we're okay on the interstate. I don't see a slowdown approaching Tate's Creek Road, so that's good. Drive times from Nicholasville about 13 minutes. Coming in from Frankfort will take you 26. Doing a little better now from Winchester and Richmond, averaging about 30 minutes right now toward Lexington. We'll keep you up to date throughout the morning on drive times and any collisions that you may have to deal with. Now back to you in the studio.
Okay, and we hope there are none and that everybody has a safe ride in on this Monday. Thank you, Don. WKYT this morning on the air with all the latest on your Monday.
Lego versions of some of the world's most celebrated buildings are on display.
And we have the rain spreading in from the south, but this rain just showers. Thunderstorms that comes on in the next couple of days. And I'll show you that. I'll break down that forecast coming up next.